Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish the story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Man, what's up? Good morning, world. How y'all doing out there, man? You know what it is. Sunday morning, you know how we rock with it. Sunday morning means you in the Fantasy Football Insight Show. Welcome, everybody. This your boy, Coach Lee. It's Sunday morning, starting the week. Still technically the weekend, but it's football Sunday. With that being said, man, it's time to run one with you guys. And I don't have to bring the man with the plan, and he back in full effect. What's up, Uncle?
Hey, my fault, man. Y'all called me getting my early morning shit on, man. God damn it. Hey, what this dude loud? The Leroy, don't say the Leroy without the Junior, man. We back on this Sunday. It's early morning Sunday. So, like I said, man, it's time to talk fantasy football. That's it. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Insight Live Show. Well, if y'all got questions, post them, we answer them. But, hey, I'm coming in with some pretty good predictions off of week 3. So, I'm feeling real good. Yes, sir. Y'all see, I'm ready. Hey, this is how real Who Dat fans, this is how we wake up in the morning, man. This is how we start our game day. With
what you got off in that flash, dog?
Hey, man, mind your business, sir. Mind your business. Don't worry about what's in my flag, but you can see what's in my lineup. But, man, how's it going this morning?
Hot fire. I see you. Check the line up. Man, that's up. That's what's up. But hey, bro, you know how it is around these here pots. We're going to talk about the injury report this morning, start them or sit them, and then finally with them game picks. So right off the bat, bro, let's look at this injury report. And
man, you got some
big names.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all have to adjust a lot of lineups because I'm going to tell you the craziest thing. I know, how is it that your top 2 receivers both go on injury reserve? That's the craziest thing, man. I'm waiting to hit this lineup. This injury report.
Man, right off the bat, Lamar Jackson, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He's not playing?
Yeah, he's questionable. Going to be a game-time decision.
See, that's going to hurt my lineup right there.
So they saying he expected to play, but he didn't get a full practice in until Friday.
Right. But, I mean, that's a good thing because, now they're saying they have until Friday to give their injury report designation. So, I mean, it's, what I'm saying, the fact that he actually played in some type of capacity is a good thing. So, I think, signs are pointing in a good direction that he'll play. But hey, shout out to my dude Zig, man. What's that, partner? Shout out to him for hanging out. Oh, he said he's having back problems. So yeah, I know he took a big hit.
He did in the end zone.
That was the craziest, foolish thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's already hard enough for you to run in the end zone and say height on a football field, but you want to do a backward flip? That's crazy. And there was a one-handed flip.
One-handed. I worry about going to break his freaking arm down that weight. And he had a high rate of speed. Man, I was like, you don't need to be doing that, bro.
Facts.
I don't know about all that, but yeah.
There we go. look, I'll drink to that play, bro. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, wrong cup. There we go. I'll drink to that. So yeah, all right. So yeah, that was a big one right there. That injury report on Lamar Jackson, but I think he might play. So like you say, it's a game time decision. So definitely something to keep an eye on. But who's this guy's backup?
Who is his backup?
Exactly. If Lamar Jackson is not playing, I'm just, because I'm in a 2-quarterback league that I have him in, and I was already prepared to take the hit because he was only projected like 27, about 25 points. So I mean, if you in a 1-quarterback league, of course you can make the adjustment. But if you're in a 2-quarterback league like I am, you just better find firepower elsewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, he got Hudley? Okay. Okay. All right, well, good looking out. So
is that the guy that used to be in I think this guy used to be in Green Bay, right?
Yes, I think so. Right. Hey, that's good looking out on that, Jay. We didn't even know that one. All right, good looking. But I'm in a 2-quarterback league, so if I scoop him up, I'm going to have to drop someone. So that's going to be a tough decision for me. But yeah, that's good stuff. So who we got up next on the injury report?
Carson Wentz. This is not a new one.
Yeah.
And it's listed as not 1, not 2. Yeah, 2. It says ankles, plural.
Right.
Both his ankles jacked up.
Oh, you paying attention to the ending of the words though. Ankle. Like, talking about someone who paying attention to the ending is Carson Wentz. His ending of his career is coming real soon behind this Indianapolis Colts line, because it's crazy because like Phillip Rivers wasn't pressured as much and hit as much as Carson Wentz is this season. He's like the number 1 most hit quarterback. So I mean, what's going on? And Carson Wentz is kind of mobile. So I think we're going to see him on the injury report every game. I mean, every day, even on Sunday, he's going to be on the injury report. But the Colts need some help on their line. But right, like Ziggy said, let's get Ziggy comment up there. He said that let's see what he said, his last one. The next one.
Okay.
So yeah.
They can tape him up and they can rock with him.
Right. Rock with it, roll with it. But yeah, he's still expected to play because at the end of the day, I mean, this guy came back from an injury, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, because his job was up for grabs.
He has no choice but to come back. He don't want to see a repeat of Philly.
Exactly. Oh, okay. What up? Shout out to you, Patrick, man. Hey, that's a big leaguer right there. He's a rookie big leaguer. He didn't came out and he's leading the rankings up there in the league, man. Shout out to you. But in horse race, we say a slow start, fast start, slow finish. So make sure you stay up there on those leaderboards. But all right, so yeah, like Ziggy said, Carson Wentz should play. So who? What else big names we have?
Christian McCaffrey. That's no wonder. He's out today with a hamstring injury. That can be something that can linger all season with him, but it seemed to be like the same old. It's always something going on with him.
I'll give him my Mr. Burns rub. Yes, excellent. Because I picked up Hubbard. You know what I'm saying? Got him. Yes, this is something we're going to expect throughout the season with CMC. You know what I mean? He's injury prone. They're using too much. He's beat up. I mean, like 90% of their play calls are to him. So, yes, he's beat up. He's going to get beat up. And the biggest thing on that, he's still breaking the psychological, the mental aspects of overcoming his injury. Mm-hmm. So, definitely I would definitely pick up Hubbard, which I have, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure, he's taking off he's taking off everyone's waiver wire. He was a hot pickup this week. Hey, shout out to the 2-time champ and big leaguer, man. Let's get Connor up there. Let's get him up here. What's up, partner? Yeah, that was up next. And that's crazy because he made a big leaguer move. So he and I traded. I traded Julio Jones to him. So I was like, when this happened, I said, got him. And I hit him with the Birdman rub. I said, yeah. So he made a trade to Ziggy. I was like,
Wait a minute.
Nice move. And in return, he got Amari Cooper.
I saw that trade. So I was like, okay.
Yes, I did see that, Zig. That's a nice big league move in return. And you got a starting quarterback. Because, see, he was he was deficient at one of the quarterbacks because they're also in our 2-quarterback league. So he was trying to get another QB2, and he got him a QB2. So, man, you know what? Shout out to the freaking move, man. That's why we're the big league. We make moves like that. That's exactly. You needed a quarterback. Double salute, man. And that was a very impressive trade. Like that's the big league. If you want to know what the big league moves like that, that's the big league. Y'all don't see that in these other leagues. Shout out to these guys. So what's who we got next on the injury report?
Josh Jacobs.
Man, get this guy. Well, we know where he at. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhere at home, vaping, man. He's talking about. Wait, I'm talking about Josh Jacobs. That's Josh Jordan. Josh Gordon. But Josh Jacobs, yes. Hey, thank you. So if y'all caught the Fantasy Football Insight Live show last week, I said start Peyton Barber.
And he went off for 111 yards.
Yes. And someone I won't point.
Defense.
And someone I won't point to, didn't start him. He decided to start Kenyon Drake. Yeah.
Next, we got Dalvin Cook.
Oh, hold on. Wait, let's get Connor's statement up there. Let's get his comment. So you say, yes. That's a big thing right there. That's a big thing because, they play on Monday. And are you going to sit out and hold your running back position on Monday? That's the biggest debacle right there. So what do you think about that? So question time viewers, should you, if you had a better option at the running back position, should you wait until Monday to start one of the Las Vegas Raiders running back? What do you think about that? Would you, if you had another option at running back, would you hold off that position and wait till Monday?
Probably for me, it'll depend on who I got. If I got an RB3 option, if not, I'm going to have to be out there on the limb, on a blind prayer, and hopes it falls through. But definitely some dicey waters.
Facts.
That can make or break your week just off that one move.
Right. And that's the situation I'm in right now because, I got Josh Jacobs and also have Peyton Barber. But they're playing against a pass-happy offense. I'm a strategy guy. So are they going to have time to control the clock like they want to and run the ball? No. Peyton Barber, he could thrash it. So the game plan is going to change because that guy Herbert's going to come out there throwing the ball up and down the field.
And this the risk right here. Imagine being down only because a few points and you take the chance to find out he doesn't play.
Boy, I'm throwing.
And we got our third roster question of the day from Dane Roche. I have Tom Brady and Justin Herbert. PPR league, who do I start?
Brandon Cooks or Miles Sanders?
Who do you start, Brady or Herbert?
Brady or Herbert? Wait. I'm seeing. Oh, okay. Up there. All right, cool. I was missing. You have Tom Brady, Justin Herbert. One thing about that's a good question. I'm gonna go with the hot hand because I was a Herbert fan last season because Herbert can beat you two ways. He can score running the ball and he can definitely score throwing the ball. And with Tom Brady, we know his running days was never. So, he's only going to throw the ball, and he has too many options that can score. So I would definitely go with the easier pick at Herbert. And looks like everyone in the audience saying Herbert as well. But wait, we got Patrick. He says Brady want to go ham against the Pats.
That's something you got to consider too. You go homecoming, want to show up, Bill. The book detail just got released.
right.
And you know, he gets powered off of hate.
Exactly. Now we're talking about a defense, the New England Patriots, right?
Yep.
Thank you. So he's not going to be able to do that. So I mean, I'll give him a couple of touchdowns, but at the end of the day, the Patriots are still an opportunistic defense. They still have a really good defense. So
I think that the Chargers and Raiders game is going to be a shootout.
Exactly. That's there. They're going to be back and forth throwing because they're both undefeated teams. They both have up and coming quarterbacks that's ready to prove something. So guess what? Brady's going into New England, and it's Brady against Belichick. Who's this rookie guy? So Matt Jones has nothing to prove. So he's just going out there. He's getting on a horse. So definitely go with Herbert.
Second question from Dane. Flex PPR, Brandon Cooks or Miles Sanders?
What do you think about that
one? Cooks the primary receiver. But man, Miles, just so you can get a lot out of him. Get a lot of them, running, catching. Let me see. Who?
So I agree with you.
Kansas City, right?
Huh?
They playing Kansas. Sanders now playing Kansas City?
Yes.
Could be another shootout.
Could be. Will be. Jalen Hurts is the start of the week. So I mean, that's easy. That's an easy question. I mean, that's an easy answer. It's Miles Sanders because once again, he can run the ball and he's also pass out, catch out the backfield type of running back. With Brandon Cooks, he's either boom or bust. He's going to get at most five receptions, because he's long yards. So if your league gives you, like our league, we give bonuses for passing strong, completions over a certain amount of yards. If you're in that type of league, go with Brandon Cooks. But if you're in a PPR, definitely go with Miles Sanders because Kansas City has a pretty good upfront defense. So there's going to be a lot of dink and dunk passes coming from Jalen Hurts because you got to remember he's coming from off of a loss and he's going to need to build his confidence back up. So they're going to, get him some of the safer throws. So Miles Sanders definitely.
And then so you got tight end battle, Dallas Goedert or Tyler Higbee.
Whoo. Goddard, man. Like Goddard's in a tight end battle with someone, right?
Yeah, him and Ertz splitting time.
Exactly. And you don't know who to pick out of the two because one thing for sure and data will prove rookie quarterbacks love tight ends. New quarterbacks love tight ends. So Jalen Hurts is going to go to the tight end. But which one? That's always going to be the question. So I mean
he gotta choose one.
Hey, look, I mean, you know what? Let's be real. If I gotta pick one, I take Higbee. But I know Knox is available. He's slated to have a big game. I think he's gonna have a big game this week. And you see Miami Dolphins, they're starting to move the ball. And the person who was on the field, the receiver, not by position, who I said last week, the tight end, Gesicki. Start him. Those are better options for me if you got to choose out of those two.
Let's see. Next up on the injury report, wide receivers, like we said earlier, A.J. Brown and Julio Jones.
Yeah. That was crazy. That's crazy. I would be cussing everybody out that had something to do with them in the locker room. Their agents, everybody. Like, how the hell both of my receivers get hurt? That's crazy.
Right. Tyler Lockett?
I think he's going to play. He's expected to play.
Fight through a hip injury?
Yeah, but see, that's going to be real big because shout out to Team Blunder Picks. So he's been scoring a lot of points off of Tyler Lockett because he's another type of Brandon Cook. He's a long threat. So with him nursing this injury, that takes that out of the equation. So now that leaves more looks and more opportunities for DK Metcalf and for their running back.
That makes sense. We got some big ones in the tight end industry, though.
Uh-oh.
We got Gronk and Kittle.
Wait. Hold it. See that trade now is coming back on me because I traded for Kittle because I wanted to get strong at the tight end position. All right, Connor, I think you knew he was potentially be out this week. But he's on the injury report, but I think he's a game time decision. It's likely that he plays. He plays this week. So I think
play the late game.
Yeah, that's another thing. So I'm thinking start Gesicki or just wait it out for Kittle because as long as Kittle's on the field, he should produce.
That's true.
Opposite where he should. And then they're playing a rival. Huh?
He's the number one option for the quarterback.
Facts. All right, so who else we got?
See, we got. That's pretty much it for the big name of the tight ends.
All right. So we about to go take this quick break. About to take a break so I can.
It's about that time.
Yeah, it's a wet the whistle.
You've been wetting that whistle since we fired it up this morning.
hey, mind your business.
And we're going to take our first break of the day. We'll be back in about 15, 20.
That was good with the people. It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
Yes, sir. And we're back at it like we're mad at it.
Just like that. Hey, we got before we took a break, looked like we had a question from Ziggy. So since you got that one.
My bad. Here you go.
Will Waddle have a breakout game?
Who they playing today?
Will Waddle have a breakout game? Will Waddle have a breakout game? You hear that? No. Once again, because they have too many options. And Jacoby Brissett, he's doing a standout job. Honestly, he's doing a better job than Tua was. So, and they thought that the receivers were going to decline with Jacoby Brissett at the helm. But I knew that they were going to be a better throwing team because that's who he is. But one thing with Jacoby Brissett, he doesn't lock in on one receiver. He's never been that even when he was doing back in with the Colts. So will Waddle have a breakout game? Potentially. But also Parker. But also his other option. But the only person, Matt Gesicki, he was on the field majority of the plays, more time than all of it. So if I got to put confidence in any receiver, it would be with Mike Gesicki, the tight end. But with Waddle, I would trade him. I would just wait for him to have a good game and trade him because what we see now is about the best time we're going to see out of any of the receivers because once they get back to Tua, he's throwing the ball left-handed. So it's going to be a bigger adjustment.
Okay.
Hopefully that answered your question. What'd you say?
I'm just agreeing with you. Let me see.
All right, we got a YouTuber hanging out with us. So what we got here? So
Crowder? This is from Crowder, Singletary, or McKissick in a PPR league.
Whoo, man. That's a struggle right there because if those are your options, which must be like a 14-team league.
It sounds like it's deep on the roster.
Right. I would say 16 and go out on a limb because, whoo. Only thing. Okay, so we got Ziggy says McKissick, but who they're playing today? They're playing Atlanta. So will McKissick get those touches? Will he get those opportunities? Because it won't take them that long. Like Antonio Gibson won't get winded enough times from J.D. McKissic to even get those opportunities. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Atlanta.
But wait, hold on. Now hit rewind on our go check out last show. Everyone was like last week, Saquon Barkley was the start of the week because it was Atlanta. I came on the show. I said, "Hey man,
but it's the Giants though. That's like looking at each other in the mirror."
But I mean, if I got to go with that, like it's Singletary and Zach Moss. They're on a timeshare. You know, they're 1A, 1B back. You know, so in the Buffalo Bills, they're expected to have a big game today, and their defense is going to be able to create turnovers. So I think the offense, which is going to create more opportunities for the offense. So if I had to pick, I would go with Singletary just because of the stronger defensive play that's going to keep the offense on the field longer. But after that, I would go with McKissic. Gordon. Wait, Gibson is injured? Oh, wait. Well, I gotta hit update. We gotta hit refresh on our injury report. So we got reports that Gibson is injured.
Gibson? Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't think that's stopping him from the game because I got Gibson. So I don't think that's stopping him from playing.
Okay.
So hopefully that answers your question. But so what we got here for Patrick. Let's get his question. He says, "You think Desean Jackson found his groove back?"
Hell to the yeah. He's still that boy still can fly, man. And everybody out there and that offense is touching a rock.
Agreed. Now, I'm gonna say this: do I think Desean Jackson? I think he never lost it. What I do think he lost confidence in his quarterback. This quarterback lost confidence in him. So that's what I think because he's never lost. Dude has always had the same game from the beginning.
After he left Philly, where did he go? And who was his quarterback?
No! Hey, I'm sorry. I drank to that.
Oh, man.
Nice,
I couldn't resist, bro. I couldn't resist.
I don't think he know where Desean Jackson went. Like we should wait for him to clap back. Look, you done clap them off, man.
But yeah, I think, but on the real tip, but I think he did lose a little bit of confidence just because of the situation he was put in. In Philly, he was always the home run hitter. He always got those opportunities, and then he went to other offenses, and I don't think they utilized him properly.
Right.
But now he's in the offense where they gonna stretch the field, so he's gonna be able to take the top off, and he's gonna get a lot of man looks just for the simple fact of that offense. You can't afford to double team anybody. That's why the other wide receivers eating like he is right now.
Right.
What is it? Cooper Kupp.
Yes.
He's eating right now. I think he's leading the league in touchdowns for wide receivers.
That is a true statement, sir. And they're making my guy Robert Woods become irrelevant. I'm still waiting for a big game out of him.
Yeah.
So he's hanging on the trade. Like I wait for one game, blow up game, and I'm trading. He's gone.
Trade him at the highest point of value. I get you. Exactly.
Big league of moves, man.
Make sure not to trade with you.
Hey, I told all my tickets. That's what cost me last week's win. I told them to start Arizona. Arizona scored 37 points against you. I said, God dog it.
Oh, man. So let me see. What we got our start 'em and sit 'em.
Oh, it's perfect. I always enjoy this one.
Yes, sir. This tells the true GMing folks who can think outside of the box. So first, start 'em and sit 'em. We have quarterbacks. We've got no surprise. Matthew Stafford. And they're playing Arizona. How you feeling about that?
Gotta start it. There's no question. Like Matthew Stafford, I'm gonna tell you one crazy thing about Matthew. He's respected throughout the entire league of all the quarterbacks, and he doesn't have he played with the Detroit Lions. He had no team. He has no type of hardware, but he's respected as one of the best quarterbacks with the best arm in the league. And like Ziggy said, you got to start week in and week out because he's in a good system. He's in a good culture, and he's on a good team. Start him every week. He's a must start every week. He's a must start back with the Detroit Lions.
True. Connor said he got a bench player for you.
I like how you working your jealous, sir. I like that. That's big leaguer move. I like that.
Kirk Cousins up against Cleveland.
Hey, my team name is Kissing Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Because of Kirk Cousins. I've been high on this dude, man. Start it. Easy start.
And this one, he's rebounded considering they've been trying to replace this dude for the last 3-4 years. Derek Carr.
Yeah. Now he's one that lost his groove. Now I think he found it as of recent because at the end of the day, this dude had Amari Cooper as his number one receiver, and he did nothing with him but let him decline. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see Derek Carr on an uptick with his career, and and he's the reason why I'm not going to wait until Monday to start a running back.
Yep, Monday night game, Derek Carr. I think he continues his streak. He's been winning. He's been putting up big stats. He's rated as the 12th ranked quarterback as of right now. Hey, start him.
Man. So what we got here? Connor, he got another one. He says, what is his comment? Let's get his comment up here. So it says start 2, sit 1. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Derek Carr.
Right off the bat, start Josh. Period.
He knew that. He's our resident Bills fan.
Matter of fact, I think Josh Allen is on. He might be my quarterback in all 4 of my leagues I'm in. 4 out of my 5 leagues.
Okay.
But Derek Carr and Patrick Mahomes, that was kind of tricky. Patty ain't been Patty of old, man. Something weird is going on there. I can't figure it out. Obviously, they bringing in Josh Gordon. Won't do him any good today, but something is weird is going on there.
Weird? Weird is 1 and 2. That's what's going on with them, man.
No, man, I'm sticking with Josh.
But yeah, like you said, Patrick Mahomes, something's wrong. They're 1 and 2. And, yes, I'm going to say that's directly related to his play because he runs the team. And last week, I don't know if y'all seen the change. They started running the ball. What is that? Claire Hilaire, whatever his name is, CEB. He got a lot of touches. So you know what that means to me? They're losing confidence in the passing game. They're trying to dial down the quarterback. So they're trying to give him relief and pick up this running game. So yeah, I'll definitely I'll roll with Derek Carr and Josh Allen.
Yeah, I would too.
Just because just on that, and they're playing the Eagles, so the Eagles pretty good. Can be. Y'all just had
the sleepers got Sam Darnold. I would definitely start Sam Darnold against the Dallas defense. You're gonna get your yards.
Yeah, he got Jalen Hurts got 300 yards last week.
Yeah, you're gonna get your yards, and it's gonna outweigh. He might throw a pick, but he also have the opportunity to get some tubs. But he gonna throw the yards.
Hey, this is not Sam Darnold that was Sam Darnold with the Jets. This guy's not throwing
not at all.
He's managing the game. So to me, that's a confidence sleeper. I'm starting.
Taylor Heineke.
I traded Connor for him because, hey, if the Washington football team felt that they can win a championship with Fitzmagic, that means they just need a confident, competent quarterback running the team.
True that.
Hey, and Heinekens are my second choice of beer. My first one was Star. So I had to get the guy. So I like that play.
Matt Ryan, Matty Ice.
I wouldn't start it. Because, he couldn't get touchdowns last year with Julio Jones. He couldn't get touchdowns the year before that with Julio Jones. He's not going to get them with Calvin Ridley. He might get them with Pitts, but, I don't see him getting touchdowns. And I'm a GM. I look for touchdowns. I don't care about yards. You can have all the yards you want. We're not playing in the yard league. We're playing for touchdowns. So if you're playing in a league that plays for yardage, get it. But if you're playing for touchdowns, I'll find a better option.
I think we are really witnessing the decline of Mighty Ice. He's been pretty consistent, been on some bad teams, been on some good teams. But he's 36, got a new coach, new offense. It ain't meshing too well right now.
You come in like the Grim Reaper. You're like, you're getting old. You're losing sight. That's what it was. But I do.
Grim Reaper is one of my favorite mythical characters.
I'll make me throw up, baby. I'll make me choke.
Those that know me, I got Grim Reaper stuff all around the house.
Nice. So what we got up next? Which position?
So next, as far as the sit-em, now this guy, this is a decline, and he shouldn't have came back, and that's Big Ben going up against Green Bay. He's done. Big Ben's done.
I think he's playing without
more than 20
Juju.
yards. Huh?
I think he's also playing without Juju Smith-Schuster as receiver. And Chris Claypool.
Right. Man. No, it's Johnson. Claypool's playing. It's Johnson and Schuster that's not playing.
Ah. Okay.
Or they say they could be without, but yeah.
Because, yeah, Johnson's playing. I have Johnson. I was going to play him today. So he's in when we get to that receiver's position, but yeah.
Sit Teddy Two Gloves. They're going up against Baltimore's defense.
I don't know. That's one guy, like, he's been impressing me. And one thing that with Teddy Two Gloves, he can manage the ball. He can manage the ball, manage the game, manage turnover. This guy has 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Nothing about the Baltimore Ravens now scares me because guess what? They have no offense. The offense is bringing back the Bateman, the receiver. I think Lamar is playing. He's playing, but they're saying he's a game time decision. But he's played. He practiced on Friday, so he should play. But I would start Teddy. Fact. That's the whole thing. Yeah, the receivers are done. And thank you, because I got one of the receivers from him in our blockbuster trade.
This one, we got one more as far as the sit-em. Famous Jameis. They got him as a sit up against the Giants.
That's just so disrespectful. Like, that's just disrespectful on all levels, man. Like, the Giants, how you got our quarterback sitting against the Giants? And then I'm going to tell you this. Early on this morning, I was watching, they were saying that Malcolm Jenkins, he said now, like I was saying, every true New Orleans fans know we were always known for our defense. That's like with the Dome Patrol. But Malcolm Jenkins went on air and said, yeah, everyone was talking about our offense is now our defense. So once again, I know everyone had high hopes on Famous Jameis, but yeah, I would say it.
Hey, man, you must not know. You see this star? I'm used to that. I can take it on the chin, and I'm like the captain of my ship. I go down with the Titanic, baby.
Hey, so look what we got here. We got Jason. Jason Burris. Let's get his comment up here. He says Hubbard or A. Gibson full PPR. I'm gonna let you take a shot at that one, Coach Lee, because I got Hubbard, and I mentioned that earlier in the show. But let me say, I'm gonna let you take this first.
Who are they going up against this week?
Who?
Hubbard.
Washington?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
You're really pondering over there. I can feel the heat wave, the thinking over here. It's like, all right. Well, I'll take that. Oh, okay. I was like, man, I'm about to go to sleep. Go ahead.
I'll probably say Hubbard in this one. For the simple fact of he's going to have opportunity to get the touches, and I'm assuming we're talking about Cuba Hubbard, correct?
I'm pretty sure. There's no other Hubbard I know about. Want me to ask Google? Hey, Google. but
I'm gonna say, just for the simple fact that he's coming in for McCaffrey, Cowboys defense gives up a lot of yards.
Agreed. In addition to that, the biggest thing that you said, he's coming in for Mr. PPR himself, CMC. So he's going to have to come in and run the same type of offense. He's going to be on the field longer because who's the backup? You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember, Hubbard's backup is the third-string running back who pretty much won't know the full playbook. So Hubbard's in a great position to excel. Now, Gibson, early in the show, someone asked us about McKissick. That's his danger point. That's always, the threat for Gibson is J.D. McKissick. So Hubbard, hands down for me. Okay. And look like Connor, he got Gibson. He says Gib.
Okay. And then the bust of the week. This is no surprise. Ryan Tannehill. He ain't got his one or number two. All he gonna do today is sit back and hand it off to big man.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, honestly, I think
this might not be bad.
I was about to say this is gonna be his best game because this is the Ryan Tannehill I know from Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want him to throw the ball. We want him to hand it off and make manageable throws. That's what we want him to do. I'm a Ryan Tannehill owner, and I'm seeing him throwing the ball like this. Dude, what are you doing? There was one game last season he threw the ball 50 attempts. That is not Ryan Tannehill. So, and you can tell he has 5 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. No, that is not Ryan Tannehill. And like I was saying in our earlier show during the offseason, that this whole Julio Jones caveat changes their game plan. Now they're back to playing tight football. So hand the ball off, make short throws, and maybe, throw you one down the field. So I don't think he's a bust. I think we're going to see some good numbers out of Ryan Tannehill.
Connor says the thing is Carolina can get their passing going more likely than Washington. Agreed.
I don't know. I mean, because I can't agree with that because you got McLaurin. He's one of the best receivers. You got Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? You got those 2 options, and you got Arnold coming in as a tight end position. So I can see where you're saying that, but
which offense do you trust the most?
Washington.
Okay.
Because the reason being, because once again, Carolina based their team behind CMC, one person. He's gone. So now they're scrambling, looking to redefine their game plan. And I don't think they're that, I'm not that confident they can get that together in 1 week. Now, maybe next week, yes. But no, we're looking at the same, with the Washington team, we're looking at the same team that played on the field last week. Okay. And they put up numbers.
Start him and sit him for running backs. Talked about Cuba Hubbard earlier. He's down as a start. He got 14 touches last week. So he's going to get opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And Dallas is number 3 in receptions allowed to running backs in particular. They've had 26 receptions this year as far as running backs. So it's going to be part of the passing game.
Right. Just don't start cussing, man. You like that interview with the fly was started. He was doing the interview and the fly started, but stop.
Man, there's something flying around. I don't know what it is. I left my window open last night.
So who we got up next? So we got Hubbard and we got Trey Sermon.
Man, that's deep on them. That's deep. It's ain't start them. But man, that's a reach. That's if you ain't got nobody else.
That's why they're starting Kittle. That's how I know Kittle's a must start, because they got Elijah Mitchell. They were saying start him all throughout the week. Now they're saying start this guy. They don't have a game plan. Like, yeah, I would stay away from the Niners running back. Period. That is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a running back by committee out there, and it's not for a good reason. They are banged up.
Facts.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm waiting for this dude to take off, man. It say he's down as a start, but again, something just not clicking with that offense right now.
Right, and that's what we're talking about. It's Patrick Mahomes. He's not clicking. That's what I was talking about last year, because see, I was one that was giving up on was Clyde Edwards-Helaire, because they don't use him. It's like having a McLaren, having a high-speed car that you just drive it to, use 20 miles an hour for it. You're not making sense with that. So they're starting to use him last week. You've seen him. He got touches. He got yardage. So I think that this Kansas City, we're watching a paradigm shift where we're about to start seeing more running, more focus on the run to open up the pass versus the pass to open up the run. So, yeah, I would start him.
And let me see. Last we got Miles Sanders. He's down as a starter going up against Kansas City. So integral part of the offense, but he's definitely worth using as a number 2 running back option.
Right. Now, and this is another indication of how this game plan is going to work, because we're in the same game where they're saying start both of the running backs, because they know that they're going to run the ball. These guys are going to be involved in the offense. So, yeah, I will start both of them with confidence. Well, I would start Clyde Edwards-Helaire with confidence, and, like you say, and Miles Sanders is a number 2, is a RB2.
Okay. Sleepers, Zach Moss. Had a big game last week.
Yeah.
This week he's going up against the Texans.
Yes, I think, that's a very confident pick right there with Zach Moss. But, once again, my sleeper will always be Peyton Barber. If that guy starts, start him.
Right.
Watch this. Rewind. Play. My sleeper will always be Peyton Barber. If he starts, start him. Book it. Who we got up next?
Leonard Fournette.
Man.
Leonard Fournette.
That's my guy, man. Shout out to Booger, man. Booger Nation he's from the hood, man. But I've been waiting for him to have a big game, and he's not had it. They also got Ronald Jones, and then they picked up Giovanni Bernard. So that shows that they don't have confidence in their running game, and their running game can fit their schemes, their weekly schemes. So with the addition of Giovanni Bernard, Fournette is trade bait. So I think he's dropped down to a RB3, high RB3.
And this one's kind of weird. I ain't figured it out, but he looks effective when he runs. Cordell Patterson.
Hey, that's another guy that I got. I picked him up last week. He did very well for me last week, scored me 16 points because, he has carved himself out in that Atlanta's offense. He's the clear-cut RB2 behind Mike Davis. And guess what? He's also a receiver. So he had
Dual
6
threat.
he had like single digit carries, and he also had 6 receptions last week. So this guy is going to get it done. Start him if you.
The last 2 games, 11 catches, 140 yards, and a tub on 14 targets.
Yeah.
Productivity.
He's not my RB, my RB1 or my receiver one, but hey, he's consistent. And that's, and that's one thing that I'm looking for in RB2. Now my flex player, those are my streamers. I need some big play out of them, like where you're like, man, like how Peyton Barber was last week. No one expected him. I'm gonna tell you, I was the only one starting Peyton Barber because I looked at the percentage of who started him last week. Those are the type of calls I like.
Right.
That's why, that's my flex players.
For the sit-em, this is no surprise. Damien Harris for the Patriots going up against Tampa Bay. That's a no-brainer.
Agreed.
Rookie quarterback, Tampa Bay stop run defense. Yeah. James Conner going up against the Rams defense.
I traded him to
He's
Conner.
42nd running back.
I traded him to Conner because they got Chase Edmonds and they have a plethora of receivers. And Kyler Murray's a straight stud.
That's true. Sit 'em, Kenyon Drake against the Chargers. And wide receiver stardom, Deebo Samuel. Who is this we got here? Morning, guys. I got CeeDee Lamb, AB, Ayuk, Cordell Patterson. You got a bench one.
Okay, hold on.
Rogelia.
What was that? Where that came from? Let me see.
It's from Facebook. Rogelia Esquada.
Oh.
CeeDee Lamb, AB, Ayuk, and Patterson. You got a bench one.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for the good morning. Thanks for the good morning vibe. I don't even know why you still have Ayuk. How do you pronounce that dude's name on your team? I drafted him, and by week 1, I dropped him. So, so yeah, I got burned on him in week 1. I started him, and people started, and the commentator was like, "Why would you start him? You start Sheffield, whatever the other guy name." So he's gone. Next guy. Oh, my fault. My bad. He's got a 49 fan. I would let him be like, yeah, hey, pressure break, bro. Pressure break, bro. CeeDee Lamb, wait, so he says you got to start one?
You got to bench one out of those 4.
Oh, well, shit, that's easy. Sorry, well, if you're not the 49ers fan, AB, is that got to be AB, Antonio Brown. There's only one AB.
Yeah. Right.
But I don't know. That guy's been pretty consistent. He's been getting touchdowns. He's been getting touchdowns pretty consistently. But I don't think that game is going to be what people think, it is, because most movies that's always hyped up, they're never that good when you go and see it. And I think this reminds me of that type of situation. Everyone's hyping, the book came out. Everyone's hyping up this whole thing, talking about when Brady left last year. When Brady left the Patriots, he wanted to go and talk to Belichick in person, and Bill Belichick said no, he'll talk to him by phone. So I think this is all hype in those shows. So if I got to pick out of those two, I would definitely go with CeeDee Lamb because Dak's throwing the ball. He's playing at a high level right now, and I think that game is going to be pretty high scoring. I like Cordell Patterson because he's always on the field. He can beat you with the running. He can beat you with the passing game. He's on the field. And, he's carved himself out. He carved himself a role in the offense. And AB, yeah. Those are the top 3. That Ayuki, he's gone.
Okay.
What do you think about that
one? Yeah, I would agree with that. We just got done talking about Patterson. He's going to get the touches running and passing. CeeDee is an integral part of the Cowboys' offense. You got Tom Brady on his vengeance tour back to New England. It's a homecoming for AB as well. So they may want to show up and show out tonight.
I'm pretty sure. Right. And, the person that's starting 49ers is Deebo Samuels. So that's the only receiver outside of Kittle that I would start there.
Robert Woods as a starter. You feeling that one?
I said earlier, if Desean Watson is diminishing the value of Robert Woods. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Kupp's playing at a high level, and Higbee, he's a pass-catching tight end. So, I mean, Robert Woods is oddly the guy being removed because if you look at it, Robert Woods and Desean Jackson are they're similar type of players. So I don't think if you can confidently start Robert Woods because he's involved in the offense, but he would not be on my starting list like that.
OBJ, second game back. I mean, it's the second game of the season.
Started because last week he showed flashes of what could be. The offense as a whole for the Cleveland Browns, they were looking a little lethargic. But I mean, at the end of the day, he was out there doing OBJ things. So he definitely got to start OBJ with confidence. And I said start him last week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I dropped him last week because I'm looking to need a quarterback. I got tired of waiting for him to come around. I couldn't afford to wait for him, but whoever got him, got to go.
I did see that. I think I seen
that. Sleepers. We got AB's on for a sleeper. Cole Beasley.
I dropped Cole Beasley because, I mean, at the end of the day,
Sanders is a big target there.
Huh?
Sanders is the big target there. Him and
agreed. They're the same type of player. And, Sanders is vaccinated. I mean, what I'm saying? So Sanders there. So he can run the routes. He can do all the same things that Cole Beasley can do, and he's faster. Right. I mean, so I think that's where I've been dropped. When I've seen that, oh, yeah, he's gone. So shout out to those who picked him up. You're probably coming to the same conclusion, like, man, okay, why am I playing this guy? But he's too far down on the pecking order. And I think Knox, the tight end, is going to have a big game this week.
Okay. Deion Stidham got 3 players. Kenny Golladay, Christian Kirk, Henry Ruggs III.
Now, that's funny because, see, I have Golladay, and they ranked him, projecting him out of points. And I was playing him because I like to play Jedi mind tricks. So I have him in my lineup like I was going to play him, but, yeah, I'm not going to play him.
Yeah, he's dealing with a banged-up hip right now.
Right, and they're playing the Saints. And
they going up against Lattimore.
Yes, I was just about to say that. And they stifled New England's passing offense last week. So I don't see this being a better team, a better offense than that. So that's one of
Danny Dimes.
Exactly.
Danny Dimes would be Danny Wood Nickel.
Agreed. So that's the real reason why I actually benched him. So
okay. Henry Ruggs III, I've been waiting for this dude. I got him on a couple of teams. It's like he's had one good game so far.
Did this guy go to Texas or have some type of Texas affiliation? Because I don't see how you drop OBJ and keep Henry Ruggs III.
Only reason I dropped OBJ because coming off that ailment, man, I couldn't wait for him. But that's my bad.
Well, players match up.
Yes, sir. Tight end startums: Kyle Pitts, Logan Thomas, and as you say, Tyler Higbee.
Of course. That's easy.
The sleeper, my man, Dalton Schultz.
Now, I'm going to tell you, now this is one that's funny because, he had one good game. And Connors, he fell victim to this. He traded his Kittle to me and starting Schultz, thinking that, he bet the house on Schultz. And I mean, if you look at Dallas Cowboys, they're known for this in this type of offense with these two tight ends. They have one pop off this week and then the next one. But they still got Jarwin? They still got Blake Jarwin there.
Yep. Blake Jarwin coming off the injury from last year. I don't think he's fully recovered yet.
But he's still who was slated number one.
Blake Jarwin is still, probably not after last week, but coming to the season, he was slated as number one.
That's my point. So we're ready. We're selling a house. We're spending the church's money on a number two guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not knocking Schultz, but I still need to see more. He's still good. I still need to see him establish a firm relationship with Dak Prescott, to whereas he steps back and he looks to him. That's where I'm at with that. But I'm not sold on him yet.
Okay. Tyler Conklin, they do anything for you?
I oddly enough, I drafted him. He did 2 weeks poorly, and I dropped him. And the week I dropped him, he had a decent game. So
yeah, 7 catches, 70 yards in the tub on 8 targets.
Exactly. Never happened before. So that shows you the confidence level in starting this guy. So I mean, if you're that hard up where you have to look for a sleeper with like this guy, I mean, your team's already probably in the not in the playoff contentions. But yeah, I never was big on any Minnesota Viking tight end outside of Kyle Rudolph when he was playing.
That's true. So right now, we've got an update on the actives, inactives. Actives is going to be Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, DeAndre Swift, Jameson Crowder are all active. Out, Brett Hundley. I'm sorry, Jacob Eason is out for the Colts. So Brett Hundley is the number 2. And Andy Dalton is inactive. So I know it was they were trying to figure out which of the 3 quarterbacks is going to start. So you got Fields and Foles today in Chicago.
Knew that was coming.
The sit-em, Evan Ingram, Mr. Inconsistent.
Hey, look. I picked him up last week. I expected him to have a big game last week. My apologies for anyone who started him because of that, But I'm like, this is Evan Ingram. I mean, he still has a potential. The rapport just isn't there. So once the rapport comes, I think he'll be fine. So if this, if you got other options, try that. But I don't think he's not going to go out there and score 2-3 points.
Right. And then bust alert, Robert Tunyan.
I dropped him in all my leagues last week because I have no faith in him anymore. I've lost total faith in him because, like was projected, he's touchdown dependent. And right now there's too many young guys, too many other tight end options out there for me to be worrying about a touchdown dependent guy. Like, yeah, that's, I am a guy that loves touchdowns. But if your touchdown comes from 1 yard out, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're replacing.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to take our last break before we get into our actual picks of the week. Man, it's rolling, man. We're about an hour and 15 minutes away from kickoff. So with that being said, we're going to take this break. We'll be back in about what we say around these here parts, 15 or 20.
Be back.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
And he's back right in time for the picks. I see you. Oh, I think not.
You scared him off? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but hey, man, so this for all you gambling folks out there. And we all got them, but we got our game picks for the week. First game, Lounge and Leroy, we got the Browns against the Vikings.
Vikings easily. Because Vikings have a more opportunistic defense. Cleveland has a pretty good defense, but Minnesota has a better offense. Minnesota has okay defense, but I'm still not sold on Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield doesn't have his top target of Jarvis Landry. So now they're leaning for Odell Beckham. So that changed their entire offense. So they're still looking for their identity. So I'm going with Minnesota on this one.
Okay. I think for me, they're playing in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins kind of coming back. I like what I've seen out of the Vikings, the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to go with the Browns, man.
Oh, surprising pick.
I'm going to go with the Browns. They playing consistent. I'm going with the Browns. That's what it is right now.
How is that going to happen? Because, how are they going to accomplish it?
Browns defense. They gonna get after. Cause here's the thing with Kirk Cousins: you get him shaking early, it's gonna be a long day.
True. You have Dalvin Cook back though.
He does have Dalvin Cook back.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm still going with the Browns.
We go next one. We go to the next one. Just remember, I put that one. Just remember that.
Hey, looks like he's maybe back now. You ready to?
Oh, snap. Hey, I had to come through for the last segment, hey, Loungy Leroy.
Howdy.
How y'all doing, man?
All right.
We great. How about yourself there, sir?
It's Sunday, man. You know what I'm saying? Going through the, original Sunday vibes, tailgating, partying, chilling.
That's what's up.
Got your Saints cup, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Saints after the goal. Okay, then.
Yes, sir. Got my Bull Strong shirt, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Minotaur. Yes, sir.
I'm going to give me one of those for sure, man.
All day, man. Appreciate it, man. Y'all guys throwing a hell of a show. I watched some of it before I came on, and then I couldn't get on. And then, I had to pin myself back on, man. But
already.
I know y'all ready for it.
Yes, sir. So we're on a game pick. So which game we on now, Coach Lee?
Right in time. The Panthers at the Cowboys.
That.
Damn, man. I'm gonna say it like this, man. Sam, we remember a couple years back where we went into New York and you lit us up. We remember that.
Yes, sir.
This is the comeback tour for everybody. This is the comeback tour. For all those teams that were shitting on us, beating us, and we couldn't beat the Chargers, mind you. The Chargers bounced our asses a couple years ago on Thanksgiving. They got their revenge the other night. The Eagles, last year, we got y'all in. This is the revenge tour. The Panthers today, the revenge tour. Couple years back, McCaffrey was fresh to the league. Y'all beat us. Everybody's getting that ass tapped. Cowboys winning by 10.
By 10.
A 3-0 team is coming into Dallas, Texas, right?
Jets,
hold on.
Texans.
Yeah.
Saints, Texans, Jets.
A 3-0 team. I'm just saying, a 3-0 team coming into
They played the Jets with quarterback making his first start. They played the Houston Texans, and they essentially their third string quarterback, and they played a COVID-stricken Saints team.
They got CJ Henderson now. They got CJ Henderson now on the Panthers, and last time I checked, he couldn't D a fly. So Amari, go out there and cook today.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Look out for the upset. Book it here. The Panthers, the NFC South representing again, man. Last week we beat the NFC East team. This week we beating another. Book it.
Hold on. Hold the hell on.
Book it.
You kind of. As the season goes, I'm starting to see a difference in you. It's not the same. You're rooting for NFC South teams outside of your team.
Root Yeah.
That's not down south thing.
Yeah, just like I root for all HBCUs, but I'm only a fan of the Grambling State University World fan.
No, not cutting it.
No, what? Not cutting it. Wait,
HBCUs for the culture. I understand that.
Wait, are you questioning the fandom here? Oh, wait, there's more.
Where's your Falcons hat at? We know you got one.
Oh my God! Wait, I even got the topper.
Hey, you look like Bumpy Jr. over here.
Are you what? Are you serious? Wait, that's with
the pillows.
What? Are you serious? Because that's what true fans. You're looking at a true fan. How you gonna call yourself a true fan and all you got is a T-shirt?
Hold on. How you gonna call yourself a true fan and you rooting for your divisional foes?
I would
never ever cheer on the NFC.
Hell nah, the fans should never root for that team ever. Even if they gotta give you a playoff spot, you ain't rooting for it.
Spoken by fans that root for a historical team. There's times of change. That's all. Y'all have not been in the Super Bowl within the last 10 years, so all of those relevancies, all that old stuff is gone.
They root for the Giants. Hey, Randall, if you're screaming just the Saints, I can respect you. But you ain't over here talking about, cheerleading for the NFC South. Oh, y'all trying to find a partner.
I think you're just frustrated because we beaten all y'all NFC East teams.
Frustrated I was.
That ain't saying a lot, dog.
Frustrated I was.
Hey.
Frustrated I was.
Hey. I hear it.
Y'all are crazy. At first, it was the Saints Cowboys thing. Now it's an NFC South and no, I don't want to roll with nobody on the East and the NFC. It's the Cowboys versus everybody else. That's how we roll. I don't know what y'all roll out. Yeah, we roll. We ain't puppeteers. We roll out. Cowboys.
They losing grass.
Losing grass. They
feeling sliding.
Yo, that's why I'm laughing at y'all. I'm not laughing with y'all. Y'all have a losing record last year. Y'all was the only division that had someone in the playoff with a losing record. And you want to talk about our fandom?
Hey, Coach Hill. Hey, yo, who's this? This the pass? Is this the pass on the phone? Oh, snap.
That's too funny to me.
You know they only talk about the past when it's benefits. Then.
That's all y'all have is the past. That's why you come on the show talking about the past. That's why I'm like, yes, you are.
I said back in the days, y'all got up behind. Now it's time. It's eat-up time now. That's what it is.
Password.
Hey,
talk about present.
Hey, yo, Jerry. I'll holler at you after the game, Jerry.
I'm gonna go with my pick for this game. I'm gonna go with the. It's gonna be a close one, but I think the Cowboys win by 3 points.
I could see 3 points, but yeah, I think the upset is gonna be on this one.
Chiefs versus the
Eagles. The Carolina Panthers, they're gonna be playing. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder because their star running back is hurt, so they're a little more motivated. So I think that's gonna be that driving factor for them.
Okay.
What game you have up next?
Chiefs and Eagles. Chiefs at the Eagles. Both 1-2. This should be pretty easy, I would think.
You said which one you
Chiefs right off the bat.
Hell no. Chiefs gonna win. Chiefs gonna win the game. Chiefs are gonna win the game, but I don't trust that defense is suspect as hell.
It is.
And I expect the Eagles to try to at least score some points, keep it somewhat respectful. But I mean, the Chiefs are gonna win this game. I can't really dictate. I can't really predict it any other way, but the Chiefs win.
Here's another one I'm gonna take the upset in, because Jalen Hurts coming off a loss. I think they'll rebound, and the Chiefs, we see it. You know, people smell blood. You know what I'm saying? They're not the Chiefs of old, and they're a 1-2 team. So I think this is an opportunity that they're gonna the Eagles are gonna, and then it's an Andy Reid team. Once again, they're motivated to come in town. Well, to beat up on Andy Reid. So the city of brotherly love ain't so brotherly on the person that leads their team. So I think that the Eagles gonna pull this off.
Man, all I know is we might get an early Joe Flacco sighting today.
Uh-oh.
Because I started seeing some little rumblings. Me, I like to do it after every game. I listen in most of the week in the Philly on the local stations. They in total meltdown mode over there. And there's a lot of people clamoring for Joe Flacco to get his first start.
That's fuel for the fire.
Yeah, man. Because like we were saying, we all explained this. I think we all took a piece of it and like brought it in. Like just a month ago, they were talking about we don't know who our starter is. We don't have no belief in this man and all this and that. Trying to shoot the man down, like give the man an opportunity, just like all the rest of these QBs got opportunity. You know, at least give that to him. And then now he doesn't even come into the season with a good head. He has to kind of dictate his own games, his own plans, a way to get out of the week without being the talk of the town. And the Eagles team, they're not showing that to him. That defense was terrible last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and today they play Kansas City, and like I said, Kansas City's defense is not too better. But when it comes down to is, do the others believe in Jalen? Do his teammates believe in him? We don't hear from the teammates, but we kind of see it on the field. On the field, it looks like the players want to play with him. But I think there's a few people that probably don't, and this is going to be a locker room tick for tat all season long, like Lee said. We might see Flacco at some point.
But I was like, so this is Philadelphia. One thing for sure, Donovan McNabb said it back then. They're not friendly. The fans aren't friendly to them. Like they love you when you win, and they hate you a whole lot more. Like no other city when you lose. This is just a typical run of the muck. You know what I'm saying? This is just typical Philly being Philly. So, and guess what? And I'm pretty sure that Donovan McNabb, if he didn't, I hope so, spoke with Jalen Hurts and gave him, hey, this is how things work. You know what I'm saying? If you want the city to love you, you got to win. So I think this is just him just being a part of the, getting acclimated with the fans and the city of Philly. And that's why I feel he's going to come out.
City of haters, man. That's a city of haters. Philly's a city of haters.
Facts.
They frown when you up, smile when you're down, as UGK said.
And won't rob you when you down. Stick your hand like make sure you don't get up. Be like, dang.
Eagle hunt. Eagle hunting season.
Yes, sir. This next game is pretty easy. The Texans at Buffalo.
Yeah, hands down Buffalo. No need an analysis on that one.
Real quick, though, this one little juicy nugget goes back to an earlier segment in the show, which is surprising. They predict, it's a bold prediction, that Brandon Cooks will hit 100 yards receiving again. They said, yes, the Bills have just allowed 178 yards passing per game, which is fourth in the league. But Cook has shown through 3 weeks that the Texas offense runs through him. He has 322 receiving yards so far, which is the most in Texas history through 3 games. That's surprising, considering they've had Andre Johnson and Hopkins.
Yeah, man. Cooks, man.
Cook's trying to cook.
He has that. We know he has that in him. And at least once or twice, maybe 3 times during the season, he gives that to you. But that's about it. In terms of this game today, if I was a bettor, the only thing I would take against the Texans is the only thing I would take on the Texans side is the points. 17. I believe that Bills offense in the last few weeks have, caught some, some steam. So they're putting up more points. So that's kind of what people are probably going into this game as with the 17. I'm taking this below 17, but I believe Buffalo should win this game. There's no betting against Buffalo in terms of the money line. But that 17 is too high for me.
This sounds like what Urban Meyer and them doing down there in Jacksonville. They selling jerseys. You know what I'm saying? They're not worrying about they doing all this stuff to sell jerseys, taking L's on the field.
Yeah.
The Texans are 1-2, and they got who is this quarterback? Mills?
Yeah.
And that's a loser stat.
Mills.
That's a loser stat. Talking about, Brandon Cook's got 3 games and you lost. That's all that matters. W's and wins and losses. And at the end of the day, okay, we know what type of player Brandon Cooks is. He's a flyer. You know what I'm saying? One play can get him 75 yards. That's what he does.
True.
So is that a big standout to me? No, because what is going to stand out to me is how many attempts does your quarterback have in the NFL? You know, in the NFL. That's what stands out to me. And until we can get a better, consistent quarterback, you know, which I can't wait till Tyrod Taylor comes back. That's what that doesn't impress me. So we got that's not
Giants.
hot.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no. Who that? That's what I'm talking about. Zig, look, we're gonna get if I start tagging these who that.
Next we got the Giants against the Saints.
Man.
Opening up the dome.
With Jameis Winston being the bench of the week. And me seeing the stat with Alvin Kamara leading in receptions, leading in touches.
He's going to go off today.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
It's the Giants, man. They are terrible. Giants are terrible. The Giants are terrible, and they got that predictive offense from the clapper.
I don't know, man. Like, for some reason, like, when they come to the dome, other teams stand up to the task. You know, like, you know, of course, we're going to be hyped. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is our first time in the dome, first time with fans. So, I don't know about that one.
Blow their doors off, man.
But how?
Opening up the dome, got all that energy. Fans are going to be there. They're going to blow the roof off.
I'm going to say Saints by 10. I'm going to be a little bored because how? We don't have that offensive firepower anymore. So, you know, we're going to be back to the Dome Patrol days where we're going to be like 14, 21, 28, 14-point games. That's what I think we're going back to those days. I don't know. But I'll take the Saints by 10.
By 10? Okay. I'm going to take the Saints as well. I think it's going to be up. I think it's going to be more between 14, 17-point difference. I don't think the Giants have enough offense.
I got to pick between these two teams.
Yeah, I can't touch my dog.
No. On some real shit. The Saints, as everybody's noting, they haven't played a game all season at the crib. I want to give a shout out to the Saints for what they did outside of the crib. For a team that's coming into the season with what they had to come in with, you know what I'm saying? They come back home at least comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Not losing as much as they won. They won more than they lost. Today's game, they're playing the Giants. Every time James is in a situation against a team and another QB, I have to see two things. Is Jameis better than that QB on the other side? And is that defense better than that other team's defense? Both check marks, yes, for the Saints. Jameis is better than Daniel Jones. The defense of the Saints is better than the Giants. But then we get Jameis. It's mindset, the mental. The Saints should win by double digits, but will Jameis' mental allow them to win by double digits? Or will it be a close game and they let the Giants stay in the game? And then you have a last-minute drive, possession from the Saints, and then the Saints fans can go happy. Regardless, they go home with a win. I'm going to take the Saints to win today. I'm not going to go by no goddamn 14. I'm going to show the Giants some respect. Because they have been competitive. They was competitive against the Giants, could have won that game. I don't know what the hell happened at the Eli ceremony last week. But I'm going to take the Saints to win. Simple. Every week, Jameis' mental is going to be that dictate of the game is if Jameis is better than the other QB and is that defense better than the other defense that they're playing.
Okay. All right, so what game we got next?
The Colts at the Dolphins.
That's two bottom feeders right there. But I think the Colts, Dolphins might pull that one off.
I'm going to rock with the Dolphins, too.
This on the player Jacoby Brissett.
For sure. Shit. Damn, man.
I believe in that Dolphins defense more than anything.
I had a prediction a few moments ago. Shout to my guy Josh. And we went down through these picks, and this was a game where I sat there and I said, for as much as the Dolphins have played good football without Tua, you got to respect that. One of these teams in the NFL is due for a win. We ain't picking the Jets today. Not picking the Giants today. Who's the other winless team? Colts? No, there's 3.
You got teleprompter?
I think it's 4. It's 4 of them. The Lions. The Lions. And we're not picking the Lions to win. We're not picking the Giants or the Jets to win. So I'm going to go take the Colts today. I'm going to say the Colts win this game. Because at the end of the day, their defense is still somewhat solid. They haven't came to themselves yet. They're still dealing with the urge of the preseason. Carson still hurt somewhat. But, I mean, I feel like as the season goes, you'll see him do a little better. I'm going to take the Colts over the Fins today. As much as the Fins have been playing good football, I just think playing good football at some point turns into bad because of how good you've been playing, despite not having Tua and everybody doubted you anyway. I'm going to doubt them today. I didn't doubt them the last 2 weeks.
All right, cool. What game we got up next? Hurrying up along because we're going to have about 30 minutes to set your lineups.
We got Washington at Atlanta.
Washington. Easy pick.
Hotlanta.
Go Washington.
Hotlanta.
Atlanta? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Titans at the Jets.
Titans. I think Vrabel can still get the job done. Jets are still a losing franchise.
Music City.
Titans. Lions at the Bears.
Woo!
I think the Bears get their first dub today.
Bears gonna win today. That defense, I gotta trust that defense at the crib today.
Uh-oh. I'm going with the Lions. Lions will be the first one to get this one because Chicago don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. Chicago. This
you
is
got 3, you got none.
Chicago don't have a quarterback. But my thing is, this is going to be the guy of the future for at least the next few years. It feels. So I'm happy that the Bears did not go downhill and say, "Oh, we're going to start Nick Foles or Andy Dalton's better now." I'm happy that they're going with him for the second game. I think the game plan will be a little better.
So
I just feel like the Bears offense, not just the Fields, but the Bears offense, them veterans, Ralph Montgomery, Allen Robinson, somebody got to step up today and help that man. A man's only going to go as far as your team can help him. Allen Robinson, last time we checked, ain't no scrub. I don't care if you got to take short routes today.
And Justin can't throw on the ball. Justin's going to run the ball. We seen last week everything Justin played. He's a trick player. Nick Foles, he's the guy that can get it done because he plays their type of game. Like you said, those are veteran guys. Those aren't rookies. So they're not playing this new style football. They're still playing the old style football where Allen Robinson, he wants a true quarterback, not a trick player that's going to do an RPO play, run pass option. So to me, Justin Fields does not fit that offense. And that's why they're going to, and going into the season, Matt Nagy said he had confidence in the Red Bomber because Justin Fields wasn't ready. So
Nagy not gonna make it. He gonna finish the season.
Honestly, I just feel like they just put a lot on those guys. You got to think about it too. They with the top 3 pick years ago, they took Mitchell Trubisky. When you change from a QB of that caliber in terms of picks, not his style set, and then you have to go into another draft and then go at it again and decide on who you're going to get for your future. Everything that's being told and being done right now is out of Nagy's hands.
You're talking X's and O's, and now you're doing balancing spreadsheets. That has nothing to do with it. Like, no. Like, whoever the next man's up. Like, you get paid to do a job. It doesn't matter if it's front office, back office. Like, the guys on the field, Mitch Trubisky, whomever. He was no scrub out of college. All these guys were good. So
Mitchell Trubisky was a player from a basketball powerhouse in North Carolina. Let that sink in for a second, please.
Was Mitchell Trubisky a 5,000? How many yards did he get? Was he a 5,000 throwing QB?
Why is he gone from Chicago?
Mr. Trubisky was a quarterback, and he got yards. So that's what I'm not understanding. Why, is there any question on, Mr. Trubisky's ability?
Why is Mitchell Trubisky gone? Why is he out of Chicago then? If he all this elevates, why is he out of Chicago?
You tell us. I got many different reasons why, but what are you saying why?
I say because though he has a little bit of what you say Patrick or Josh Allen has, he has a little bit of that in terms of the field play, but the heart and the mental is not there. That's why he's not in Chicago. And they wanted to move a different route. They needed a guy that can somewhat bleed Chicago. And I'm not gonna say Justin Fields is like not the answer because the guy's in his first year. We don't know what's going on in Chicago. Okay. Chicago don't even know what's going on with them right now.
All right, well, yeah, we'll get this we keep this on the Fantasy Football Show. But yeah, y'all gotta check us out on our weekly show with the football. But what next game we have?
Cardinals at the Rams, the battle of the undefeateds.
And this is gonna be a good game. I'm going with call it back to Stafford, just because he's the veteran of the two quarterbacks. And the Rams look good. And people came into the Cardinals not expecting this type of play from them. So I'm going to go with the Rams on this one.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
I'm going to go Cardinals too.
Book it. What game we got up next?
Seahawks at San Fran.
Seahawks. Easy.
Yeah.
This Russell's clapback game. I see you, Ziggy, you got the card. So when I see you today, I'm going to talk noise when they lose.
Go Seahawks 49ers. It's gonna be a good game regardless. I'll say I can't see my brother Russell losing twice. Sierra probably gave him the goods today, the extra goods. You better not lose 2 in a row. You can't come home tonight.
Right. Ravens at Broncos.
Man, I'm sided toward the Broncos because the Ravens don't have any options.
I like the Broncos too.
You got two.
Ah, man. Damn, Mile High. Damn, the bet against the Broncos, Mile High. Now, I'm going to go Lamar, man. I'm going to go Lamar and the Peoples. I can't see Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is a team game, but I'm just really looking at Teddy Bridgewater versus Lamar Jackson, and I have to. So I'm going to go Ravens.
Steelers at the Packers. I got Green Bay.
Green Bay, easy.
Where's Bumpy at? I'll take Green Bay.
Buccaneers at the Patriots.
Bucks.
Bucks for me.
The referees.
And the Monday night game, you got the Raiders at the Chargers.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Same here.
I'm gonna go Raiders based on just I'm hopefully Justin Herbert's hand's okay. Last week he danged it up a little bit. I haven't really heard much about it, but this is something to look at. But I'm gonna go Raiders.
All right, cool.
Okay. That's what's
so before we get out of here, y'all, any questions for our audience? Any lineup questions? Because right now we're about at 45 minutes before it's the start of week 4. Week 4 games.
I don't really have anything, man. Like I said, man, I'm straight. I'm straight gunning this week, man. My team really focuses on tomorrow's game in terms of the league in the junior league between the Chargers and the Raiders. So I can just hope for a high scoring affair.
All right, cool. Any shout outs? Shout
out for me. Shout out to them Longhorns. Y'all got that dub yesterday. Appreciate that. Shout out to them Cowboys last week. It's all good. It's going to go get the other W. Shout out to my boy Drake. We should be doing our first tailgate next Sunday. And shout out to you fellas for being up this early morning to rock and roll with your boy. Shout out to the family. They already in the streets. Your wings will be here when you get home. Don't have to bother me from 12 until about 3:25. It's all good.
Indeed. You already know. Shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. Want to give a shout out.
Oh, sister popped up in the chat.
Give me
That's the whole show. Wait for the whole show.
And I bother them. And overall, I can't give a shout out to BC, man. BC, how y'all messed that up last night, man? But shout out to BC anyway for a hard play game. You know, you got me on the 15.5, so shout out to that. But I did trigger the money line. I thought I had it still at the money line, and they fumbled the ball on the 22. Going to win against Clemson last night. Well, in that, man, shout out to all football fans because today you get to chill out and watch your team win or lose. But more than likely, I don't really care about your team, and I hope you lose. You're a Cowboys fan, I hope you win. I hope everybody ties except for the Cowboys. They win. Every team in the NFL ties today, but the Cowboys fans, that's my bold prediction.
You done? Is it done or is it finished? All right, well, look.
About to pull out.
Hey, you know, I got to give a shout out to my dude, Lil James, man. Y'all got to check that out right there. You know, y'all can see that on the camera?
Yes, sir.
That Lil James right there. Out there.
Shout out to you, Jay.
You know, shout out to my guy, Josh, man. He's on the Monopoly board. He sent me one, mailed me one. Came in the mail Friday. We signed it. My brother blessing, man. Like, hey, Pope Clown, shout out to him, man. Like, shout out to him. Shout out to my guy Minotaur. Gave me the cool shirt. Bull Strong. So that let y'all know going to get me this win in week 4. All leagues. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to y'all for holding us down, man. Shout out to the group. Got a lot of good things going on. But that's it, man. It's about time to get these lineups going.
All right. That's what it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and all that other good stuff. Make sure you back here tomorrow for the That's Some BS show. Submit. Do it, man. Let's just do it. Go Cowboys. I'm out of here.
Go.